Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Simpson. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Here we go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. That's the run. Hey, they're running it.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Down. 50. Plant. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Hot route. Hot. Shift. Watch the shift. Good team. Spill. Check. Back. Hey, Sam off. Check 9. Let's go.
A run right side, it's Bettis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
18 Gator. 49. Cut. He's coming. We got double up. 61. Matchbox White. The ball. Snap.
Right back to him on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
You draw forfeit. 49's the mic. Get your swerve on. 49's the mic. Mark 49. Let's go, D. Big series right here. 80 weapon. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Jump it, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Yes. Tighten up. Pull it go. Wide motion.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll run on first down. It's Simpson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
On second down, it's Simpson. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Check pass. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
2nd and 14. And this is Simpson with a catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Mike 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Ready? 50 right there. 54 Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
2nd and 11. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Seventh play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Bring it. Bring it. 15's the Mike. 15's the Mike. I got 15. There we go.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
No! Hey, Delta!
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Recon, 152 fighter.
Watch the eye. Check 37. Check 37. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Get it.
Now we give running left. It's Bettis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And the Patriot
Go now.
first down.
8, read. Smooth.
Flag 52. Flag 52. 52's the mic. And watch the line.
Deep grip. Deep grip.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, box truck. Box truck.
52.
Yo, yo, yo. Go. Go.
Check 52.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Ready, ready.
2nd and 5. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 26. Check 26.
Bridgestone, Travis. Hey, Wahoo.
52's the mic right here over there, Mike. 52's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Mike 52. Mike 52. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Shoot.
They're going to look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On second down, Love. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
6-6, pull it high.
52's the mark, boys, 52.
Hey.
Come to the son.
Hey, Alpha, Leo.
Switch it.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now the try here for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Bills 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Here we go. Here we go. This is Pittsburgh.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Topper. Check. Go.
Pressure. Check 3.
Snap.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going deep for it's caught at the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Good job.
A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Ready. 30 base.
Second and 8. At the 29-yard line.
61, matchbox lights. Hurry up.
And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
5. Hey! You got motion.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Set up, 50, plant. You draw Corker. Hey, Haywood.
Choose the mic right here, over there, right? 50, choose the mic.
Hey. High 7. 52. Look at me. Door.
Alert flare.
Down, Jack, forget.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike's 15. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Hayward.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, dude, you're out. Look at me. Zipper. Yep.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Yes, yes.
Quit talking about it.
Ready?
2nd and 6. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Patriots send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Finding some room at midfield. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Let's go now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 99.
Fight.
Again, they'll run with Bettis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Let's go.
Their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Right, fellas, right.
They'll keep it on the ground. Simpson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here.
Mike 15. Echo. 15. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw, and he's going to go down again. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Pilot, 64, weak.
And again this time to the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Looking to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. On 1st down. It's Simpson, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Patriots' 49-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Simpson. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
'54 is Mike. 81. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, check, check. Slam, slam, slam.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fights through him. Wiggles free. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Take it at the 37. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh.
That's track. Showing up. Hey.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Yo. Kill. He gets
Topper.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Gronkowski, the intended target. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return. But no matter, they've got the football back.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2nd and 13. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
New England on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Go.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Get wide. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Check it out, read.
Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
8, read.
2nd and 4.
General West.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down now. It's Walker. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it is 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Watch it. Watch 15. Mike 15.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a handoff working right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now they try the right side here.
I got you, boy.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Patriots, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.